Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Connection channel and broadcast. Today is a fantastic day, and we're going to talk about 2020 planning. Now it's already near the mid to near end of November, and so now people are thinking about what's going on in 2020. What are we planning? How are we doing so far in 2019? What's going on? So I want to talk about that today, and I want to welcome you all to join in my broadcast. And I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to share thoughts around career development, employee engagement, thought leadership, personal branding, public speaking, the things that I care about in my world and my work, but also to bring people in from all walks of life through interviews and talking to thought leaders and influencers and experts in their field. So if you know anybody, feel free to text them or tag them below. Let me know. I'd love to actually interview them. I'm working on creating a whole lineup of great people to talk with you about what I care about. So thanks for joining, and hope you guys are having a great day. And I'm excited to be here. I'm also doing this broadcast to promote the upcoming Toronto LinkedIn local meetup hosted by DYPB Discovery Personal Brands, happening tomorrow night. If you're in Toronto, I'd love for you to come check it out. Or if not, definitely check out the DYPB LinkedIn page or Facebook page, and we're going to be live streaming from my profile here, so that you'll be able to see all that stuff as well. So hopefully you can check it out, and we'd love to actually have you join us even anywhere from around the world. So thanks so much for that. Now, a couple of logistics before I get going. If you are just joining in, first off, comment below, engage. Let me know where you're from. Are you from North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia? Let me know where you're from. That's the first thing. Number two, if you like what you're hearing, be sure to like, clap, heart, light bulb face, and all that kind of stuff on the feed. By all means, share your thoughts and what are your three biggest goals for 2020? I'd love to know what they are. What are some things that you are trying to finish up for 2019? And then on top of that, you can certainly engage people in the feed and ask them questions. You can also you can certainly get people to. You can also, if you like this, tag people to join the conversation, share this on your feed, tag people to join to check it out. But essentially, I'm looking to talk to people and to engage in the idea of 2020 planning. So, what are some of my goals? I mean, let's first off talk about the importance of planning. Now, the event tomorrow for LinkedIn Local in Toronto is about gratitude, reflection, and planning. So on Monday, I talked about the importance of gratitude, and I talked about how gratitude affects our lives, professional lives, in three key ways. One was it allows us to learn better, it allows us to process better, and it allows us to grow better. Right. So these are things that are really important for gratitude. And hey, Shush is here. Hello from Toronto. And David, hello, howdy from Dallas. Howdy, all right. That's awesome. Go Stars, go Mavericks, go Cowboys. Okay, there you go. I'm trying to connect everybody here. All right, that's great. So I talk about gratitude on Monday. Today I want to talk about the importance of planning and goal setting. I can tell you that there's a great adage: failing to plan is planning to fail. I mean, if you don't plan, then you definitely have less likely a chance of succeeding in whatever you do, whether you're trying to lose weight, trying to pass an exam, or whether you're trying to build up your business or build up your career, right? Most people, they go through life, particularly in career, and they don't actually have a plan. And the only time to think about a plan is that time of the year when your boss comes to you and says, "Hey, let's look at your career development plan, like your development plan or whatever." And then they go through this whole thing, and they make you do this exercise. You feel like you're forced to do this exercise, and they do it, but they do it because they want you to have a plan. But how many of us actually are proactive about putting together a really great plan, right? So, the plan is really powerful because it provides you focus, it provides you accountability, it provides you some metrics from which to guide yourself. It even allows you a chance to figure, okay, what kind of resource do I need? What's my target? What's my objective? What are the metrics I'm trying to base my success on? And so planning is just so important when it comes to any sort of thing in life. And, for me, I'll give you a couple examples. When I launched my speaking business, so this is back in 2006, 2007, around there. When I was launching my speaking business, I took the time to put together a business plan. And what was great about that is that by doing the plan, I was able to actually really dive deep in understanding what is my business, really understanding who is my target market, and are they going to buy stuff, and why are they going to buy stuff, and who are my competitors, and what they did well, what they did poorly, what I was going to do to get around them, who was I similar to, who was I dissimilar to, doing that whole market analysis to see if there's an opportunity. I mean, in speaking and coaching and training, there was a huge opportunity, so I definitely saw that. It got me all excited. And then the hardest part of all, which again, a lot of people skip, is doing the numbers, right? So crunching the numbers, pricing, does it make sense, right? Like, what do you have that you're doing that's going to build your business? And so by doing all that work, and it took some time, it took a couple months, I was able to validate what I was trying to do. And then the biggest thing that people do with planning, which they don't do, is they don't take the plan and give it to other people. Here's my plan. What do you think? And you want to give it to people that you respect, people that will give you an honest opinion, people that maybe are willing to be cutthroat and pick apart everything that's in your plan. Because when they do that, it's like testing your faith. The more you question your faith, the more you question your plan, the more you can fill in the gaps and strengthen that plan, strengthen that faith in terms of what you're trying to do. It actually is great because whether you're trying to start a business or launch or ramp up your career or try to lose weight, it reinforces and validates what you're trying to do. And so for me, that's a very important aspect of planning. And again, if you're just joining us, comment below, let us know where you're from. I'd love to hear where you're signing in from. And then ask questions, share what are your 2020 plans, what are your top 3 plans for 2020 and goals. And then share what you're trying to finish up 2019, and also, ask any questions you have about planning. All right. So for me, that plan works. So when it came to my business, I did that business plan, and that rigor was really helpful. Now, I'm not saying that everybody has to do a plan. It's just a question, but a plan creates a greater likelihood of success. It increases your chances. So I'm not saying that you can still succeed without a plan, but if you want to increase your chances, then planning is something that's important, right? So that's something you need to be doing. And that's why you do it. Now let's switch over to, so that was my business plan. Now let's go to my career plan. Now, one of the things I learned when I was in my corporate life was I was working with my boss, and he's like, I work with you at mid-year and end of year to work on your plan, but you don't work on your plan. You just come to these things, you prepare, and that's it, right? What are you doing to plan for yourself? And I was like, I just kind of going with what you say. He's like, that's the worst thing you can do. He's like, look, no matter what's happening, you need to plan for yourself, right? Don't rely on your company. Your company is helping you to a certain extent, but the person you have to help the most is yourself, right? You're the most important person in your career to work on. And so what are you doing to put a plan together for yourself? And he said that also includes the good and bad stuff, because he told me, and this is really interesting, he said that no matter what happens, no matter how great your company is, no matter how things are going well, you have to make a case for how the contribution you're making to your company and the plans you have moving forward, because they are making a case against you in case they want to let you go. So they note the good things, they note the bad things. And you have to make sure you make a clear case for you in terms of what are the good things and where you want to go with your plan. So take ownership of it. Look for mentorship. Look for personal development opportunities. Look for using training development and using their budget to go out there and get training. When I do personal branding coaching or I offer a course, a lot of people come because their companies have allowed them that budget to do it. And so it's a chance for you to take ownership of your own plan, but make sure you have a plan. And so it was a very interesting advice that he gave me. And after that, wherever I was, I always made sure I had a plan for myself, because I got to take care of myself in terms of my career, right? So in your career, you have to do the exact same thing. You have to make sure you make that plan. Now I talked about the importance of planning for your business, where I shared my story. Again, I'd love to hear from you guys. Share your stories below. What are your 3 goals for 2020? What are you trying to finish up 2019? And let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And comment, engage the people that are here, because we want to hear from you, and that's the reason why I'm doing this Power Connection chat, because I want to make myself accessible. Answer your questions. So put questions below. I want to hear from you. So we talked about the importance of planning for your business. Then I talked about the importance of planning for my career. Now I'll switch over to something completely different, which is planning for my health. So for many years, I've struggled with my health. And in 2013, I put together this thing called Fit My Life, where it's called the hashtag Fit My Life, where I'm trying to get more fit in my life, but I struggle to make everything fit my life. And one of the first things that came, and I posted, and people were really supportive and wanted to help me out. And every single person I talked to, a nutritionist and a fitness person, and even my business coach, they all said, if you want to succeed in fitness and health, you have to put together a plan. And I can also tell you, having taught GMAT for 15, 20 years and helping people get their MBAs, having a study plan is so imperative, right? It really helps your focus and accountability and your success and to monitor your results. So for the fitness thing, yeah, I was told to put a plan. Like the day I met my nutritionist and I met my fitness trainer, they spent an hour or two saying, well, what are your goals? What are your objectives? What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? David, losing weight is one of your big goals for 2020. Great. So what's your plan around that, right? A goal is great, but what's the plan, right? What are you going to do? That's something to think about. And I'll get into that in a second in terms of what I've done with my plan. So I laid out, okay, well, and we had metrics. I could do 12 push-ups, and I could do what's that thing called where you put your hands up, and now I'm not forgetting what it is. Where you put your arms out and you lay out. Oh my gosh, I'm totally losing what it's called. Especially speaking of nutrition today. Great. But I said I could do this many sit-ups, this many push-ups, this many things. The planks. That's what. How long can I do a plank? And we measured my weight, did all my measurements, like the inches and around my body. And the whole idea of doing that plan was to monitor where I'm at and then put the plan together. I'm doing these 3 times per week, these things, and then monitor my plan and check every month. And then, what was amazing was she said that I had to take pictures. And a lot of people don't like taking pictures. But she's like, look, these pictures are private for you. You take a picture front and side, and then a month later, take another picture. If you do 3 times a week, she's like, you will see a difference. And I could definitely see a difference. I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. And so it actually motivated me to keep on that plan. So, and then the nutritionist with her plan, what she said, she went through this whole rigor of, what do you like? What do you not like? What are you indifferent about? What foods you absolutely hate? What foods you absolutely love? And then from that, she put together a plan that I felt really good about, that I could actually achieve and accomplish, right? And in doing so, it worked really well. Now, this year, my plan had been in 2019 to lose weight through keto. And so far, it's been pretty successful. I've lost about 35 pounds. And I'm quite happy about that. And I'm continuing the plan. And one of my plans to finish off 2019 is I actually want to take the keto plan and go all the way through Christmas, because I find the holidays is where everything falls apart. It totally falls apart, right? There's parties and dinners and candy and there's just lots of stuff. I'm willing to take like 1 day off for Christmas and 1 day off for New Year's. But for the most part, I'm going to stick to my plan and not have sugar and keep away the carbs and things like that. So I think for me, that's my big plan to finish out 2019. And so a couple of things. So what are some of the things I'm working on for 2019? So one is my health plan. I'm working on finish off my plan this year to get to a certain point through Christmas. Right now I'm at 229 pounds. I'd like to get below 220 by Christmas and stay that weight throughout the entire holiday season before the new year starts. That's one of my plans for finishing off this year. The second thing I have in mind is I'm looking to launch. I'm actually starting a whole new thing of consulting in employee engagement. So most of my work is in speaking and coaching and training, but I'm now getting into consulting. And so I'm doing more engaging people to consult in employee engagement, because I'm a people for development person, people leadership person, a team person, connection person. I'm using my expertise in connection to help organizations work better from an employee engagement perspective. So that's the second thing. So I'm building up that consulting business. The third thing I'm working on is actually developing to sell and expand my programs. I have programs. I have a networking mastery program. I have a 7-day speaker conference program. I have a personal branding discovery program. And my biggest program, which is my speaker mastermind group, and program helping people become professional speakers, part-time or full-time. Those programs are things I've developed because it helped me scale my business. And so now I'm trying to sell those by creating some funnels. I'm working with a couple of partners to create the right funnels, to add value, to get people to join me on this trip. And again, if anyone out there is interested in that kind of stuff, by all means, you can certainly message me, DM me if you need help in these areas, or you can check out the links in the feed for that kind of stuff. So those are my three biggest things I'm trying to close out the year. So the weight loss thing, I want to get down below 220. For the consulting thing, I really want to land my first consulting gig in employee engagement. That's because I just started like a month ago. So I'm just having conversations and talking to people. And the third thing is the programs. Once the funnels are ready, I want to launch them. And my goal really is to get the first 2 or 3 sales and then see how that goes. So a few more people are commenting. If you're joining us, comment below. Let me know where you're from. Share your 2019 to 2020 goals and plans, and let me know what's going on. And you can check out the links for the LinkedIn Live. The LinkedIn local. So let's see here. David says, that would be a good idea. You see a lot. Yeah, the pictures really help, David. Like when you take pictures, and you can keep them private if you want. I share them publicly because it makes me more accountable, and the support from people makes me more motivated. But keep them private, and they will motivate you because you'll see the transformation. And let's see, Shash, we're trying to confirm a product roadmap and present it to all teams. Great. So yeah, that's a good goal to have there, Shash. I appreciate you sharing that. Everyone else, by all means, share all your goals, share your questions below in terms of what you're doing to achieve those goals and to plan for 2020. So I already shared my 2019 plans to finish off the year, which are part of what I've been doing. For example, part of my plan to get employee engagement consulting gigs is I've been reaching out to 50 people per day. I've been sending out messages and emails to people 50 per day to just get it. It's a little bit of cut and paste, but it's more like, hey, how's it going? I just want to set up a call. Let's chat. Let's connect. And that's all I'm doing. Hopefully they respond. Not everyone responds, but if I reach out, maybe there's a few people that respond. There's some hits. Welcome, Ali from India. All right, people are joining in. I like it. So it starts some really. I had a great conversation just last night with Alicia Yadaskian I think she's in New Jersey, New York. I think she's in New Jersey, and it was actually interesting because she's left her corporate thing in brand marketing and starting this whole new thing. And I was like, hey, listen, why don't you come on my LinkedIn live stream and let's do an interview and we can talk about what you're doing, which is kind of cool. I thought it was great. So that's a way for me to help support people as best I can with this program. More people are sharing their goals. Okay, so Aziz is saying, my goal for 2020 is to maximize LinkedIn. That's great. Now let's be more smart about these goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, right? What does that mean? What does that mean to maximize LinkedIn? Does it maximize followers, engagement, maximize your, you're trying to build leads? Are you trying to build business? For me, my point of being on LinkedIn is I create content here on my profile page, I create content on my company page, and the idea is to create value for people who will then reach out to me. And I also have a call to action: reach out to me and let's book calls to see how I can either speak, train, coach, or consult for you and you or your business. Welcome, Michael from Ghana. Okay, this is great. People from all over the world. A lot of Africa's here. All right, that's great. Africa represent. I love it. That's great. So, so I've shared my 2019 goals at the end of the year. So now let me share my 2020 goals. Again, I want to hear from you guys. Again, share your 2020 goals and plans. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? How can I help you get there? How can everyone on this group, people in Speed get you there? That's an important piece. And again, if you're in Toronto LinkedIn Local Meetup, our 15th, hosted by DYPB, Discover Personal Brand, is happening tomorrow night, featuring some amazing speakers like Blake Fleischacker, Manu Goswami, Fatima Zaidi, Hugh Anthony, Lee Mitchell, Dima Khalili, and yours truly. And they're going to talk about gratitude, reflection, and planning. There's going to be some keynotes and networking and food and some great talks and a great panel. So hope you will join us for that. The link is actually in this post. I hope you'll check it out because, again, it's going to be an amazing time for you to ramp up your plans for 2020. So, so now I'm going to share my 2020 plans. In doing so, I want you to share your plans and your ideas. So share below where you're from, what are your plans for 2019, what are your plans for 2020, and what are your big goals? How are you going to get there? And then ask any questions you have around planning, because that's really what this is about. And I do appreciate all the likes and loves and hearts and things like that. So I do appreciate that, guys. So what are my 2020 plans? Well, the first big plan is really around the employee engagement piece. I mean, I certainly expect to grow that, and I don't expect it to be just, the 1 gig in 2019. I'm planning to grow that. So I'm really looking to do more work in either medium organizations of 50 to 200 employees or large-scale organizations to come in and help them with employee engagement. So what that means is whether they need help with people development, team development, leadership development, helping teams not work in silos, helping teams resolve conflict, helping teams find more alignment with the work they're doing. Because ultimately, people want more alignment, more focus and impact on what they're doing. So helping them get to that point, that's really what I want to go into organizations and help them do that with their employees better. So that's kind of where the employee engagement piece comes into play. So that's one of my goals. Now, how I'm going to do that, I'm going to continue to reach out to 50 people per day. I may run out, but 50, maybe 30, to bring it down to 30. Have about 5 to 10 conversations per week, and see what I can do in terms of generating some business in that area. I'll also create content around employee engagement through this channel as well as my my LinkedIn page. So I'll continue to do that. That's one goal. The second goal is around speaking. So I am trying to do a little bit more speaking, as always. I love speaking. It's my main thing I do. It's my main bread and butter. But I want to do more speaking actually in the U.S. So one of my 2020, my second 2020 goal is to target the United States. This year I finally got into the United States to do something in Chicago, which was great. I want to do more. I want to get in there. So I'm going to target companies and individuals in the United States who can help champion me to do training and development in the United States around the stuff that I'm an expert on. So things like thought leadership, personal branding, authentic networking, power of connection, employee engagement, public speaking, storytelling. These are things that I want to go in there and help as many organizations as I can. So for me, that's my goal. Now, how am I doing that? Well, I do have a speaker agent. They're really great, so I love them. I'm also reaching out to people on LinkedIn specifically that are either event planners or are part of companies or do organization development, where I'm basically pitching myself to say, hey, let me come in and do something. So for me, that is something I'm doing. So that's my second thing. And we really like today's topic about keep it up. God bless you. Oh, that's very nice. Thanks, Mohammed. Ali, appreciate that from you. That's great. So again, if you have questions on how to do better planning, how to set goals, how to focus your ideas around what you're trying to do in 2020, comment below. Even if this program's over, you can actually comment and tag me or just comment. I'll respond to everything. I'm really good at responding to everything. Okay, David, that would be awesome, Bobby. We hope you get more work in this. Yeah, David. I mean, I'm trying. If you know anybody that's looking for the type of expertise that I have, I'd appreciate 1 or 2 referrals or introductions. I mean, I'm trying to leverage my network to kind of get in the U.S. So that's my second goal. So I mentioned the first goal, which is doing more employee engagement consulting. Number 2, my second goal is doing more speaking in the United States. And number 3, my third goal is actually, and I have a health goal too, but I'll talk about that in a second. The third goal is again around my career business. My third goal is around my program. So I'm looking to really aggressively expand my program. So I'm working with 2 specific partners on my speaker mastermind program and my How to Land a TEDx Talk program and my speaker confidence journey program. Actually, there's 3 partners. One with String Nguyen, who a lot of you know. Another one is with my friend Alexander. Another one's with a friend Hannes. And we're putting together funnels to try to expand these. And the goals are quite assertive. I want to sell dozens and hundreds of them, depending what they are. So I'm looking to sell. I'm looking to help. I don't like using the word sell. I like to provide value, right? So for the people, the TEDx Talk, How to Land Your First TEDx Talk, I'm hoping to get 1,000 people to take that 1-hour course and program to help them get a TED Talk. For my speaker mastermind, I'm looking to help at least 50 individuals in 2020 with their speaker brand, story, and impact. And with my speaker confidence and speaker, better speaking program, I'm looking to help 100 people next year to really ramp ramp their speaking to a higher level if they need more confidence in the workplace or beyond. So that's really that's my third goal. The fourth goal that I haven't talked about actually is DYPB. So DYPB, Discover Personal Brand, is my conference / startup, and we're looking to grow. And we're doing 4 LinkedIn locals next year. We're doing 2 mastermind dinners. We're planning a large scale conference in end of 2020 in November. So there's a great team there of amazing people that are really dedicated to the cause of personal branding and helping people find more fulfillment, more impact, more focus and clarity in their lives. I think it's great to help organizations. So we're going to organizations to help with personal branding. We're running these events, and we're doing a lot of coaching, consulting, and developing online tools. So I'm really excited. We've developed an online tool, a personal branding discovery course online. Very excited about that. So DYPB is another one that I'm focusing my energies on. So that's 4 big goals for 2020. And then my 5th thing is really around my health. So my birthday's in February. I really want to, right now I'm focused on losing weight, so I want to get through Christmas and stable at 220. And then in January, my plan is to then incorporate physical fitness. I haven't really been working out, but I want to do more working out. So that includes doing hot yoga, working out at the gym, and really working on my strength. I'd love to see what I can get to by the time my birthday comes around, which is 6 weeks into the new year. But I want to keep going. I want to keep going with the plan to maintain my weight or maintain a healthy weight, lose some weight, but maintain a healthy weight, and then get to a place where I'm going to be able to be more fit and healthy. And so that's going to come. And how am I going to achieve that plan? I'm going to do hot yoga once a week. I'm going to work out at the gym twice a week. And I'm going to continue with the keto 30-day plan, and then I'll take a week off between and do 30 days again. I'll keep doing that kind of keto in between and going back and forth. So that's kind of my plan. So there's my plans I want to share with you all. And if you have joined us, you've joined this, by all means, be sure to comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:45 a.m. to share my thoughts around thought leadership, personal brand, employee engagement, public speaking, and things like that. And I want to engage with you and share thoughts and hear from you in terms of what you're working on. What are your goals? Share them below. How are you going to achieve your plans? How are you going to achieve your goals? Share with the world, because the more you share with the world, the more you share, it starts to validate in your head that this is what I'm going to be doing, and it starts to put together a plan that you need to actually do it. Because people who write down plans and write things out, they're 30% more likely to do it. If you publicly state on this feed that here's what I'm doing, you're going to be more accountable, right? So that's why I'm trying to push you to make yourself accountable and post on here in the comments below, right? And if you do that, then you're going to get to a really, really good place and a good fresh start. All right. And so I do appreciate your time. And if you are joining us, you can ask questions, you can comment, share your thoughts and ideas on your plans for 2018 and 2020. And again, tomorrow night, Toronto LinkedIn local meetup, DYPB is hosting the 15th one. We're really excited about it. It's all about gratitude, reflection, planning. Features amazing speakers like Flash Shacker, Manuga Swami, Fatima Zaidi. Come check it out. The link is actually in the post. I'd love to see you out there. It's great networking, great people, and you're going to learn so much. You're going to get so much value from the event. Like I just can't tell you. And if you can't make it, if you're in India, or if you're in Africa, if you're in Europe and you can't come, we will be live streaming it as well. So you can live stream it on my feed or on the DYPB channels. All right. So thanks so much for joining me today. I do appreciate it. I'll be back Friday, 8:45 a.m. Because you look at that, and because Power Connection is what I'm all about, and it's what I like to deliver. And again, other than that, hey, Ron Craig, nice to see you. Great topic. We'll have to catch this later. Great. Yeah, please do. The replay is always available, people. Later on, you can always catch it. And if you can do me a favor, spread the word, tag people, share them on your pages, let people know that we're doing this every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'd love to get more people to build this community and build the impact that we have for professionals out there. All right. Thanks so much. Wishing you all the best. Keep commenting, keep sharing, keep adding questions, share your goals, and we'll see you on Friday. Have a wonderful week. Take care.